Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Roundtable Podcast. We were gone for quite a while. Some stuff came up in real life that really stopped us from doing anything. So today we decided to do something a bit different. We're going to go through the Epstein Files. This is going to be a series of episodes. Bear with us. The files are a big freaking mess. So it's going to take us a little bit. Anyone else have anything to say before we begin?
Nothing other than we might as well get through them before they get redacted or removed even further.
I'm scared.
May as well get it over with. God help us.
God has no presence here.
He wants nothing to do with this. From what little I've seen, it's supposed to be horrific.
Supposed.
Well, to start with, we have a file that was rumored to be removed, but is now back.
Oh, okay.
So
Right.
I'm going to start streaming this. Okay, everyone. Let's go ahead and see what we can find in these files. Okay.
That's pretty redacted.
This is pretty redacted. How do I full screen a PDF again?
Like F11 or something?
F11 to full screen your browser, yes. There you go.
Okay, this is pretty redacted, but let's go through it. Are you able to send me redacted? Full NTOC report. We need to interview regarding the redacted allegations.
Okay, so what's NTOC? I'm not familiar with this acronym. No, can you just copy paste it?
I'm checking that. It was a loophole that was apparently there originally.
An NTOC report refers to a document or action taken by the FBI's National Threat Operations Center, NTOC.
You apparently can no longer just copy paste it.
Okay, so their OPSEC is a little bit better. It's only terrible.
It used to be there. It was there at the start.
I know. So it's I said it's a little bit better.
Special Agent Child Exploitation and Human Trafficking Task Force, Federal Bureau of Investigation, redacted, office redacted, mobile redacted.
I mean, I'd say that's probably the correct department to be handling this.
Content of this email is confidential and intended for the recipient specified. It is strictly forbidden to share any part of this message with any third party without written consent of the sender. If you received this message in error, please reply to this message and follow with its deletion. So this was sent on Thursday, August 7th, 2025. Okay, let's see the criminal history and disposition.
The criminal history is just all redacted.
Reported an unidentified female friend who was forced to perform oral sex on President Trump approximately 35 years ago in New Jersey. The friend told blank that she was approximately 13 to 14 years old when this occurred, and the friend allegedly bit President Trump while performing oral sex. The friend was allegedly hit in the face after she laughed about biting President Trump. The friend said she was also abused by Epstein. Spoke with caller who identified blank as friend. Lead was sent to Washington office to conduct interview. So this is the file that people are talking about when it came to someone biting Trump on the dick.
Yes.
Could you scroll up a bit? I don't know what the column titles are, and I can't see it because our profiles are on top of it. Complaint summary, response, criminal history. Is it the criminal history of the complainer?
Or is the... Who knows?
Redacted.
Oh, do we want to
All
read through what
criminal
all of
history is-
the complaints are?
Yeah, all of the criminal history was redacted.
Yeah, because that would actually tell us who it was if it would told us the date and actions of their criminal history, especially in regards to this. And
Government transparency at work here.
Blank reported she has a
the
friend.
Epstein file.
Blank.
Go ahead.
Blank, who was a personal assistant to Epstein in Florida from 1986 until 1991 or 1992. This friend shared names of some of the guests at Epstein's parties, to include Bill Clinton and Donald Trump. Someone else want to take over for a bit? Reading?
No, I'll read this one. At age 16, while modeling, Caller attended 8 parties at Epstein's New York residence. On one occasion, Caller reported she was sexually. On another occasion, 2 twin brothers, Alan and Orrin, lured Caller and her friend upstairs, but they escaped back downstairs. Interesting that they actually left the names of Alan and Orrin there. Caller stated that Orrin raped her best friend, and a third brother, Tal, raped a 14-year-old girl named Blank. Caller named other individuals involved in, quote, big orgy parties with her, other young girls, and older Victoria's Secret models, including Bill Clinton and Donald Trump. I do love the phrasing that makes it, that kind of implies, if you read it weirdly, that Bill Clinton and Donald Trump are Victoria's Secret models. Online complainant reported that she was a victim and witness to a sex trafficking ring at the Trump golf course in Rancho Palos Verdes, CA, between 1995 and 1996. Complainant reported Ghislaine Maxwell as the madame and broker for sex parties, clients of whom included Epstein, Robin Leach, and Donald Trump. Complainant reported participating in orgies and that some girls went missing, rumored to have been murdered and buried at the facility. Complainant reported being threatened by Trump's then head of security that if she ever talked about what happened, what went on there, or what she saw, that says he, but I assume that means she, and they did a typo. Would end up as fertilizer for the back 9 holes like the other cunts. Complainant claims to have video of high-profile sex parties, dealings with cartels, and having witnessed Robin Leach strangle a young girl to death at a party. Was spoken to and deemed not credible.
Additional research showed 3 separate blank. I assume that's 3 separate allegations for other people.
Yeah.
Is what I would personally assume.
I can do the next one, too.
Okay.
Claims he was contacted by a female victim of Epstein's who wants to publish a book. Complainant provided background for himself, such as working with prominent figures such as Leslie Wexner and Epstein, being pardoned by a U.S. president, among several other pieces of information. The victim reportedly knew about criminal activity that occurred in multiple states and on airplanes, and told complainant that there were films of prominent men such as Epstein, Bill Clinton, and Donald Trump, and that Ghislaine Maxwell is in the videos as well. So yeah, this is the Trump Bubba thing. I'll do the next one if no one else wants to do that. I can just go until the next stretch of yellow.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't be able to probably read any of it because my screen is too small.
Samir is just gone. Complainant reported meeting Elisa Villeneuve at a hospital where they were roommates in 2000, who now goes by Ghislaine Lisa Villeneuve. I'm just going to assume that's how you pronounce it. Complainant was invited to Villeneuve to a party on Palm Beach Island, Florida, to a residence she believes to have belonged to Epstein. There, she met a model scout named Bobby Cox. Imagine being named fucking Bobby Cox and being related to Epstein in any manner. Like, what the fuck? Who Villeneuve allegedly referred to as a pimp. Complainant stated that Villeneuve spoke with a hostess at the residence whose complainant believed to be whom complainant believed to be Ghislaine Maxwell. While at this party, complainant stated that they had been all invited by Donald Trump to a party at Mar-a-Lago. Complainant told Villeneuve that she wanted to go to that party, but was allegedly told by Villeneuve that it was for prostitutes. When complainant was 14 years old, Ghislaine Maxwell allegedly approached her about modeling, international travel, and massages. Complainant never reached out to Maxwell because the offer sounded as if it was mostly based around modeling, which complainant was unable to do because of a blank. Complainant made a podcast of her story about her encounter with Ghislaine Maxwell when she was approximately 14 to 15 years old. Spoken with twice. First time she said she was a Pilates instructor and went to Epstein once. Second time called the royal family was contacting her about image of Prince Andrews and blank. Claimed she would send email to corroborate, no email received.
On to the next part. Complainant reported his ex-girlfriends blank were victims of Epstein's, and one was murdered. While working as a limousine driver, complainant recalled picking up Donald Trump in 1995 to take him to Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. During that ride, complainant recalled some of the things Trump spoke about on his cell phone were very concerning, and described being a few seconds from pulling the limousine over on the median and within a few seconds of pulling him out of the car and hurting him due to some of the things he was saying. Complainant noted Trump repeatedly stated the name Jeffrey while on the phone. One of complainant's ex-girlfriends, blank, told complainant Trump raped her, as did Epstein. Voicemail left, no response. Very credible. Caller is talking about crimes committed against her. She claims to be a prisoner. She references Lisa Marie Presley, the British royal family, President Trump, and Jeffrey Epstein. No contact made, lives in Australia. Called Sydney hotline, not in TOC. Complainant reported her neighbor sought modeling gigs at the Trump modeling agency in New York City between the years of 1998 and 2000. Complainant reported neighbor allegedly went on cruises set up by a recruiter or head of the agency, and once showed complainant a photo of the recruiter, whom complainant recalled looking like Epstein. Complainant reported neighbor was allegedly raped several times during the time period. Contact was made, but no contact information provided for actual victim. Very credible.
I mean, to be fair, they do seem to be explicitly marking the ones that are actually not credible, and some of them it seems like they're like, yeah, that there's a significant series of allegations.
Caller provided information to reference prior civil case from 13 years ago that involved Trump and mentioned Jeffrey Epstein with a minor. No contact made. Called Sydney hotline, not in TOC. Complaint following up after a call with NYPD officer regarding her previous tip, reporting that she was forced to perform sex acts when she was 13 years old and pregnant in 1984. Complainant also reported that there were high-profile individuals involved in her sex trafficking and the murder and disposal of her newborn daughter. Complainant reported Donald Trump participated regularly in paying money to force her to perform sex acts with him, and alleged Trump was present when her uncle murdered her newborn child. No contact made.
Her fucking uncle?
Apparently. Caller was taken by boat to Epstein Island. Caller said it was complicated and involved Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Caller became a school counselor and had a meeting with the school principal, Linda Kitts, and a police officer where the caller was informed there were pictures of herself with Epstein. Caller reported the school was mad at her for not being a Trump person and that the school wanted her to testify and say things against Andrew Cuomo. The FBI and Donald Trump were on the phone. Yeah, Cuomo. During the meeting. Caller believes the FBI has baby pictures of her with Epstein. No contact made. Previous tips indicated blank had called in and said she had chemically induced amnesia and struggled with knowing what was a dream and reality.
Most credible so far.
Yeah. Caller reported that in 1987, a friend, Victim 1, was out drinking and ended up at Trump Plaza. Victim 1 saw Donald Trump and wanted to meet him. An unknown man approached her and offered to introduce her to Trump. The unknown man gave Victim 1 a drink, and Victim 1 woke up naked and sore with $300 on the bed. Victim 1 didn't remember how she got to the room. She remembers seeing a flash of Trump's face. Victim 1 called the caller and told her she thought that she had been raped. Victim 1 did not go to the hospital to have a rape kit performed because she didn't think anyone would believe her, especially because she was drunk. Victim 1's husband's business had problems with suppliers, and Victim 1 believed Trump was behind it. Victim 1 also started dating a lawyer, identifiers unknown, who was married. Victim 1 had a fight with her lawyer's boyfriend and went to a bar. Victim 1 left a bar with a man who no one in the bar recognized but who seemed familiar with Victim 1. Victim 1 was never seen again. A few years ago, remains were discovered that matched the description of what Victim 1 was wearing when she went missing. DNA tests at the time were inconclusive. No contact made, victim identified is deceased, and complainant did not have confirmed information.
Well, I mean, I guess they did find a body, which is like something.
I got no idea. What was that story? She I guess she got solicited for the sex, and then she got paid for it, but she was drunk and thought she was raped. Is that what happened?
Well, it does sound like she was drugged, but it also doesn't sound like the most credible thing. She's cheating on her husband with a lawyer who's cheating on his wife with her, and
If you scroll up one more time, I need to read that again. I don't see how Trump is involved in this one.
This is all a story from the friend. So the friend who's dead, who can't confirm any of this.
We definitely know someone's dead.
There's no way to prove this anyway.
Yeah. In 2004 or 2005, Sir Ivan Wilzig hosted a party where Jeffrey Epstein, Sammy Sosa, and Donald Trump were in attendance. Patti LaBelle's PR agent stood at the door. At the party, caller met an individual who was approximately 18 to 23 years of age, who was brought from Oklahoma for a modeling job, but then sold to a man in France. Several women were being auctioned, and a woman known as Colette, LNU, was the madame. A couple of years later, caller saw Colette at the Cheetah Club in New York. And she told one of Blank's friends that Jamie Foxx was interested in spending a night with her and that he could pay her a lot of money. Phone number provided was bad. Could not identify a valid number.
Wait. Who's the person making the... Okay, the caller is talking about a dude who hosted a party with people there. Caller met an individual...
What I'm getting out of this is that like half of modeling jobs are actually human trafficking fronts.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was... What is this?
Like, if anything, this is just like a justification for the biggest like modeling industry audit of all time. Like, what the actual fuck?
That moment when you can actually steel man an argument for getting rid of modeling gigs and stuff to the same level that people rail against child beauty pageants.
Yeah. And Jamie Foxx interested in spending a night with her? I thought that dude had no problems with anyone.
He doesn't. To our knowledge, and also he would have no trouble getting a woman.
Exactly. The dude plays an instrument, for God's sake.
Donald Trump, I understand why a powerful man might rape a woman. It's about the power, not about the sex. But paying a woman is generally just about the sex.
Yeah,
no, you do not want to have the I understand why you would rape someone taken out of context.
I mean, to understand human nature. to understand human nature, you have to engage in thought exercises that, well, you would have to engage in this thought exercise, and the eventual conclusion is not only is this not unthinkable, but it's much easier to get there than people would think. Because people always have this strange sense that, oh, they would never do that. Never in the world would they do that. Unless circumstances present themselves in a way that, well, they end up doing it.
Donald Trump, the president, had parties at Mar-a-Lago called Calendar Girls. Jeffrey Epstein would bring the children in, and Trump would auction them off. He measured the children's vulva and vaginas by entering a finger and rated the children on tightness. The guests were elder men and included Elon Musk, Don Jr. Trump, Ivanka Trump, and Eric Trump. Attorney Alan Dershowitz? Yes, Dershowitz was also there with attorney Bob Shapiro. We were taken in rooms, forced to give oral sex to Donald J. Trump, forced to allow them to penetrate us. I was 13 years old when Donald J. Trump raped me.
Ghislaine Maxwell's everywhere.
Ghislaine Maxwell was also present. No contact information provided. Yeah, that sounds very credible. They would do it in frickin' Mar-a-Lago.
No, they would definitely do it somewhere else.
That sounds like somebody just heard that Trump is at Mar-a-Lago a lot and was like, I was there and I got the rape.
The way you said that.
Thank you. Was there anything in the file where you follow up with the below individuals, 302s, etc.? See below, yellow highlighting is for the salacious piece. I removed one name, Anthony.
I removed one name, this dude.
Sabelli, because the reporter made no specific allegation.
I removed one guy who I'm going to name right here because no allegations were made against him.
What's a 302? Hold on, I'm looking it up.
Jeffrey Epstein's wife. Wow. That's the fuck was his wife's name?
I don't know.
An interview memo? Is that what a 302 is? What is a 302? FBI form FD302 has space to list the name of the agents, the date of the interview, the name of the interviewee, the place of the interview, and so forth.
So he never married.
Excuse me?
Jeffrey Epstein. But his longest romantic partner was Ghislaine Maxwell.
So it's probably referencing these files are horrible, and whoever made them in the FBI needs fired.
Yeah.
Zero, can you take it away for a second?
Wait, isn't this the same story from before? The first one?
Oh, are these just the...
No, they're updates on it, aren't they? No, these are different. These are different.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
These
They're
are
exactly the same.
Summaries. These are the summaries.
Oh.
This is the list I sent Whitney with names of Trump accusers from NTOC. Some of these individuals are reporting secondhand information. Names redacted.
That is a lot of names, though. You can tell via the font size.
You can.
That is a pretty solid amount of names we've got there.
Well, yeah, half of the there was one set of witness accounts that said my friend told me about all of this that happened, but she was drunk, and well, she's dead too. So who knows? Honestly, that like the one with the lady who went with the lawyer dude and was never seen again or whatever it was, that sounded like the life of somebody with absolutely no direction or aim, jumping from one dangerous situation to the next with no self-preservation or concern for oneself.
When the one guy said that, oh hey, I'll take you to see Trump, is it confirmable that the guy worked there, or did he see a drunk woman who was saying she wanted to see Donald Trump, and he on the fly realized, oh, I can get some action. I'll say, hey, yeah, I know Trump. I can introduce you to him.
Like, I'm not
I have
batting for
one.
Trump. It just sounds really
Yeah.
off.
I found a file that's listed as reporting Epstein belonging to U.S. and allied intelligence services and trained as a spy under Israel.
What? All right.
So
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and search that number that I just found.
Okay. 90314. Okay. It's in the 9th data set.
Okay, my full screen isn't working anymore, so that's
F11.
fantastic. Yeah, I know. Pressed it twice.
Maybe you should give me the ability to do this, and I'll do it. Because I'm cool.
Not have the ability to do it.
Well, I'm not the leader of this whole shindig, am I? Let's see. Did you give me the link for that one?
Yeah, I can put it up in Discord. Check that you can stream though. Like we said, guys, this is a bit of a messy one.
Blame the FBI and the redactors. Worse than the most hypothetical of source critic hypotheses.
Well, I've got my screen share thing at the bottom side, so you can just put that up.
Have to put it up.
You said you linked
Now
it
I'm on.
somewhere?
Yeah, it's in the Discord server in planning.
Hmm.
What I'm
I
going to
see.
do now is look up specific files for us to look up.
Okay. What do we got? CHS reporting document. CHS. What does CHS mean? Absolutely no clue.
Confidential human source.
Oh, yeah, okay. Source reporting, yeah. Derp. Case file number. Source reporting. Caption confidential human source was asked by the handling agent about information he/she may be aware of related to improper domestic or foreign influence over the electoral process in the U.S. CHS already provided some of this information documented in previous reports, but he/she expanded on several matters as described below. Harvard law professor Alan Dershowitz. We saw that name in the previous file. He learned that Dershowitz influenced many students from wealthy families. For example, Josh Kushner and Jared Kushner were both his students. He told CHS that if he were young again, he would be holding a stun gun as an Israeli intelligence agent, Mossad. CHS believed Dershowitz was co-opted by Mossad and subscribed to their mission. CHS still continues to communicate occasionally to Dershowitz. Epstein was represented by Dershowitz. CHS remembered Dershowitz tell Alex Ocasta, the U.S. Attorney of the Southern District of Florida at the time, that Epstein belonged to both U.S. and Allied intelligence services. CHS shared phone calls between Dershowitz and Epstein during which she took notes. Oh, the CHS. After these calls, Mossad would then call Dershowitz to debrief. Epstein was close to the former Prime Minister of Israel, Ehud Barak. It's a strange name for an Israeli. And trained as a spy under him. Barak believed Netanyahu was a criminal. Saudi Arabia, Israel, and the United Arab Emirates are allied against Qatar, Turkey, Iran, and Syria. One of CHS's blank, who presumably worked blank, asked CHS a lot of questions about Epstein. CHS became convinced that Epstein was a co-opted Mossad agent. Ooh. This thing's getting spicy.
A
Date of
bit.
report 2020.
I also
this
have
was-
extras that I've put in file name wise into the planning for us to look up.
Okay, I'll look them
I'm
up after
finding
this
more
one.
shit to look up.
Yeah, all good. Okay.
I mean, to be fair, Barack was actually an Israeli prime minister, so like, I'm not sure what Turkey's doing with Iran, but who knows?
I'm not sure what Qatar is doing with them too, and Syria. Syria at this point of in time is a practically lawless place. It's been turned into a shadow of its former self. Anyway, so CHS convinced that Epstein is a Mossad agent. Next up, Masha Drakova. Telephone number blank is based in Silicon Valley. She has been running a firm called Day One Ventures. Telephone number blank, but I could just look up Day One Ventures or Masha Drakova telephone number. Like you would just blank all of these while you're at it. And this. Anyway, supposedly early stage investment company. She used to be Russian President Vladimir Putin's main contact in the Russian youth movement. CHS and Drakova spoke, but Drakova did not talk at all about technology. Instead, she looked at CHS and said, "You knew Epstein, didn't you?" She said Epstein was a wonderful man, and that it was a crying
Oh,
shame what
yeah.
had been done to him. CHS concluded Day One
Wonderful.
Ventures was in Silicon Valley to steal technology. CHS advised Chabad. Who the heck? Did we see that name anywhere here? I don't think we did.
We did not.
Oh, there it is. Chabad is basically state-sanctioned Judaism. Okay, state-sanctioned Judaism is doing everything they can to go off the Trump presidency. Is used by Putin to keep tabs on all the Russo-Jewish oligarchs. On the day Trump was elected president, Ivanka Trump and Jared were at the graveside of Rabbi Shearson, who was the most powerful rabbi in the Shabbat network. Jared didn't disclose his stake in the cadre because of its ties to the Russian state. CHS believed this is the real Russian collusion story. Kushner has moved a lot of Russian investment money around. The FBI should investigate Kushner's family's charities to find evidence of corruption and money laundering. Chabad routinely uses charities to launder money. Okay.
Well, that's something.
It just gets weirder and weirder. How did the Epstein files get to money laundering?
Money laundering through like Russo-Jewish organizations. Like what?
It's like the least bad thing we're going to find on here.
Yes.
Also, I've put one of a website that's credible that has been verified that has the decoded diaries.
Oh yeah.
From when someone could copy and paste from the redactions.
That's going to be a house of horrors.
Jim McGreevey and His Main Man by Craig Horowitz, published in 2004. While the article is old and centered on Charles Kushner, it highlights and documents the deep ties the Kushner family has with Israel and their history of corrupt business practices and alleged violations of election laws. CHS stated that if the FBI is serious about investigating the Kushners and their relationships with the Middle East, they should look closely at Ken Kurson, who knows everything. He's the all-knowing.
We don't have to read it on that website. It's no longer redacted.
Wait, what?
We don't have to read it on that website when it comes to those diary entries. They're no longer redacted.
Oh, so we can just go get the actual diaries?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we can.
CHS advised Henry Kissinger introduced Charles to Kui Tiankai. Oh, okay. Chinese ambassador to the U.S. Relationship that could have been helpful at around the same time of the introduction. Anne Bang was entering negotiations with the Kushners over 666 Fifth Avenue. What an unfortunate number.
Ambang is a Chinese conglomerate.
I need a
What
drink.
it was seized by
I
the
see.
CP.
I see.
Just
Yeah.
from what I saw from the brief opening of that page to confirm the diary is no longer redacted, I need a drink.
Yeah, I remember like glancing at a few of them, and it took me a while because I couldn't understand the nature of the diary entries until I started reading up down in columns of two, and then I was very
Herb?
disturbed. Yes,
Yeah, I guarantee you it's going to get worse.
Harry. I'm not reading that. Has been involved in. Has been involved. Has developed. Okay. Trump's hotels and is a billionaire. Harry introduced her. Oh, the CHS to the Indonesian CIA. Harry speak Indonesian. Harry bought his Beverly Hills home from Trump at an inflated price. On blank, someone was at Harry's house when Harry blank that Trump told him he was going to fuck Amazon over their military contracts. CHS advised this was a real collusion story. Trump has been compromised by Israel, and Kushner is the real brains behind his organization and his presidency.
Since when does Amazon have military contracts?
Probably to do with transportation and other such things. Logistics, maybe.
They're good
I
at logistics.
suppose.
I'll give them that. Come on now. They have warehouses all over the country filled with all sorts of products. Also, what was that very strange sound that I just heard?
My headset.
Oh, okay.
Let's keep going.
Igor Korbatov brokered the sale of a Beverly Hills mansion Trump acquired for $800,000, less than the market value. CHS referenced the attached article, summarized the matter. A small-time scam artist gave Trump a mansion for $0. Why? Published April 12, 2018 by Lance Williams and Matt Smith and revealed from the Center for Investigative Reporting. Ross Delston, a Washington, D.C. based attorney and consultant on financial crimes to the International Monetary Fund, said the deal included many facets that don't add up and that the deal warrants further scrutiny and investigators should follow up on the numerous oddities and red flags that this series of transactions raises. So he got a free house, mansion, in Beverly Hills. Most likely a money laundering thing. The fishes. I don't know what NFI means.
I mean,
NFI meaning.
there's like a company.
It's definitely not no fucking idea. Yeah, what about finance? NFI meaning finance, non-financial information. Okay. Signed the deed transferring the Beverly Hills home. The Fishes are prominent Los Angeles real estate investors and political donors. They have given more than $250,000 to GOP candidates and causes, records show. They were guests at the White House when George W. Bush was president, accompanying him on a trip to Israel. Selma Fish said in a phone interview. Their daughter and wife of the sales broker, Lisa Korbatov, which we got Korbatov here, is a GOP activist and president of the Beverly Hills Unified School Board. Lisa is an active member of the Jewish community in Beverly Hills. After one season of the West Coast, The Apprentice moved back to New York. Trump never lived in the Beverly Hills mansion. In the summer of 2009, he sold the home for $9.5 million, $800,000 less than a year's previous price, to a Swiss entity associated with the family of Eka Widjaja, an Indonesian billionaire financier. The sale was in cash. Trump's former lawyer, if this, okay. Okay, Trump's former lawyer filed the legal papers for the shell company involved in the mansion's purpose, and he notarized the deed when Trump sold the property, records show. He didn't respond to multiple requests for comment. What does this have to do with Epstein?
Everything's
It's
connected.
it's also just everyone remotely connected to him is in these. That's what these files are.
Yes, it is very, very extensive.
Yeah, I can see that. They bought and he got a house and sold it. Right. CHS stated blank. Renda Tillerson. Telephone number blank. Renda is the wife of Rex Tillerson, former Secretary of State for Trump. Renda told CHS about smears in the New York Post and how Jared was running a rival State Department operation. Jared is Jared Kushner, right?
Probably.
Rex affirmed Renda's claim. Renda was introduced to CHS by Darren Blanton. Renda and Rex both told CHS they had been under intense surveillance. Renda told CHS she can't wait for the FBI to call her so she could tell them everything she knows. According to Jed Sugarman and Whitney Webb, Leon Black owns the mercenary firm formerly known as Blackwater, now Constellus, which has been accused of being involved in several arms and human trafficking scandals. Black is also the CEO of Apollo. What's Apollo? Apollo Global Management. Apollo Global Management. American asset management firm that invests in alternative assets. Okay, so it's just a money flipping company.
Yeah, it's money being moved beyond where we can see it.
Yeah. All they know is 800 billion of assets under management. Jesus Christ. Anyway.
That's nothing compared to some of these companies when it comes to money managing.
I know, but that's still just like you give a single person $500,000 and their immediate concerns are gone for the next 10 years. 20 if they use that money right.
They're gone for life if they use the money right.
Well, 500,000 doesn't have the staying power it used to.
You can still purchase in my area 3 houses.
Power.
Yeah. In my area, you can't even purchase one house with that money.
It has investment power, not staying power.
Oh, here, 500,000. You can't even get half a house here.
Exactly. Like the house I used to live in Montreal is $1 million. It's not even a big house. Anyway, back to what we were doing here. I was there. Okay. New York Times noted that Black inexplicably stood by Jeffrey Epstein, recently giving him $50 million. Apollo also lent the Kushners $184 million, while Kushner was facing his 666 Fifth Avenue disaster. See attached screenshots for reference.
666 Fifth Ave.
Yeah, I said it was a very unfortunate thing here. This was the Anbang negotiations with the Kushners in 2004, I guess.
Yeah, because Anbang got dissolved in 2018, so that would check out.
Yes, okay. Elliot Broidy recently pled to charges related to money laundering, unregistered lobbying for the UAE. Brody previously paid a former Playboy model over $1 million to stay quiet about an affair he had with her. Jesus Christ. Brody allegedly successfully lobbied to increase U.S. sanctions on the government of Qatar. CHS advised since Brody was purportedly the largest fundraiser for Trump, supporting the 2016 presidential election, he apparently uses access to Trump to lobby. Joel Mowbray, telephone number has been in Brody's inner circle. CHS believed Mowbray was an unregistered lobbyist. Mowbray was one of the shiftiest people CHS have ever encountered. Mowbray was a convert to Judaism. CHS stated that Mowbray would flip on Broidy because he's a flipper. I guess angry? Congressman Ed Royce was close to Broidy and has been trying to do shady things. Royce's wife may be a lobbyist who works with Broidy. CHS emphasized the importance for the FBI to investigate Gawker for its involvement in pushing Russian propaganda. Matt Mellon told CHS that after Gawker was destroyed, the Russian intelligence service started using the zero hedge to influence U.S. people. So it's the foreign influence from 3 countries.
3 so far.
3 so far, fair enough.
It's up to you which one you want to go next with when it comes to what I put. This episode streak was your idea. I'm going to let you take more charge over it than I do.
That's fine. Okay. This is, I guess, a scanned file.
Yeah.
Daytime received 2020 August the 3rd? Or is that March the 8th?
That's right.
Okay. August 3rd, 5 Eastern Daylight Time. Date of birth, email address blank, address blank. I guess this is the name right here. Internet protocol, okay. Which resolves at Albuquerque. Submitted an online tip to the FBI national threat. Yeah, NTOC, okay. Note, blank is real name and AKA name is blank. Date submit, okay. Transaction, okay. Threat to life, false. Submitted text. I previously provided a tip about 3 weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks ago, under an alias I have for myself, blank. All the other details of the previous tip match all the information given in today's tip, except I am giving my real name. A detective from NYPD, FBI, sex trafficking task force called me a couple weeks ago from a 212 area code number. I talked to him for about 20 to 30 minutes about my being sex trafficked by my uncle and Jeffrey Epstein in 1984 while I was 13 and pregnant. Oh, this is the tip that was in that email. Okay. I told him some other important information about other high profile individuals involved in my sex trafficking and the murder and disposal of my newborn daughter because I gave birth to her while in the middle of this sex trafficking ordeal. I cannot remember the detective's name, nor do I have a number where I can contact him. I would like to have his name and contact information. I would also like to know if there will be any further follow-up. Violation other. Violation questions. What was the exact crime that occurred? Okay, question answer, okay. Child sex trafficking and infanticide. When did the crime/incident occur? Please provide an approximate date and time. May, September 1984. Where did the crime incident occur? Please provide the specific location/address if possible. Mostly from a yacht in Lake Michigan, originating from Mona Lake, Michigan. I guess the person's information, blank, blank, blank. Cell? I guess cell phone.
Probably called on it. Yeah, they probably called on a cell phone.
Residential, Los Lunas, New Mexico. Zip code. Subject information, Jeffrey Epstein. Age, DEC. Additional info. I am just wanting to reconnect with the original detective that called me, and I offered information about this. How is contact known? He was orchestrating a deal along with my uncle where different men and a few women and girls would come to a variety of boats and yachts and pay money to force me to do blank with them when I was 13 and pregnant.
Probably
With this
sex act.
information. Yeah.
Not sure why you would redact that.
Donald Trump. Additional info. Again, just trying to find out the NYPD detective on the FBI sex trafficking force that called me a couple weeks ago and spoke to me about some of these issues. I always contact no one. You participated and pay money to force me to blank with him. I was present when my uncle murdered my newborn child and disposed of the body in Lake Michigan.
Based on every other thing we've read, or have oral sex with him.
Yeah, that's what the memo, not the memo, the email chain was saying. And after that is just like,
Yeah.
what browser, what computer he got going, so on and so forth. Okay. I'm gonna go through them like in the order of the
One
ones
by
you
one.
suggested to me.
Okay.
No results matched. Did I mistype
Okay,
it?
that's been deleted then.
Oh, 2 zeros. It's right there.
Okay, never mind.
I wrote it wrong.
Oh boy. Can you zoom in on this one?
Just making sure.
Oh no. Is this the one that I think it is? Okay, no.
Yeah, I can zoom in.
It's definitely a
Too much?
no, that's good.
Okay. 9/9/19. Sorry, 9/19/19. So 19th of September 2019.
I hate this whole month, day, year thing.
2 attorneys, Newport R1 born.
Mm.
RI, Rhode Island.
Ah, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Newport, Rhode Island. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Stockholm, Sweden, grew up. Moved PB 7 to 8 years old in 1988, elementary and middle school. Not sure what PB
Yeah.
is. Michigan,
Okay,
school
Michigan
camp.
school.
So somewhere in Michigan.
Yeah.
13 years old. First met JE and GM. Okay, Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lived in PP until senior in high school. Sitting at picnic table with friends. Ghislaine Maxwell walked by with dog. JE came up to meet her. I guess this is conversation or conversation plus. Yeah, okay. Do you like teachers' classes? I give scholarships. My father had passed away from leukemia 1 year before.
Finished high school in New
Oh,
York. Jeffrey Epstein paid for it.
okay. Moved to California. Something 19 something.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
It's
PB.
2004.
Where are you from? She says PB. JE says, oh, me too. Can I have your mom's phone number? 6 weeks later, someone called from my office asking, come by for tea. Can send driver. Had tea with mom by pool. Likes to mentor, give scholarships. 11. What?
11,
11.
14 brothers. So 11-year-old brother and a 14-year-old brother, I think.
Okay. Poor, didn't have a lot of money. JE said he could help. Mom called him our godfather. Perfect
boy.
grooming. GM always there. Didn't know what relationship was. Kind of became big sis. Pick you up. We'll go to movies. 14 years old. First time flight
is
with
a
them to New
timeline.
York. Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay.
Other people around and other girls. Girls seemed older than me, giggling around. 94, 95. Assistant?
Assistant.
Yeah.
Or Ghislaine Maxwell or JE would call house phone. Assistant Leslie, GM assistant blank, different assistant over time. 2001 approximately stopped contact before I turned 21. Boyfriend at the time who questioned who he was. JE called and screamed at me saying how ungrateful I was. Attorney Darren called saying you owe JE $10,000.
Right.
JE co-signed apartment we lived in New York. Leased out to someone who didn't pay rent. Wait. Nick,
Yeah.
mute yourself. Thank you. JE co-signed. Okay. Okay, trip to New York for a weekend. Stayed at mansion. JE and GM took me shopping, picked out what to wear, including underwear. White cotton underwear, looked like little kids. Ugh.
Oh boy,
First time
that's
there, nothing
fantastic.
inappropriate happened. That is not fantastic. That is horrible.
I was being sarcastic.
Yeah.
Had to take commercial flight, but had no ID to get on. GM come airport and somehow got me on flight.
That's
Money.
not concerning at all.
You always gave cash before went home. Said give to your mom. I know you need it. 14 and FL.
Florida.
JE wanted me to spend a lot of time with him. Rub my feet while he talked on phone. $200 or $300 in $100 bills. Sometimes take me to movies. Weird times when it was empty. Usually JE, GM, or assistant/friend. Beg his mom dollars and bro at house.
I don't know.
Here's money for voice lessons. Talked with me about school. Pool house GM and JE there. JE took me there by himself. Asked me what I want to do. Actress model.
Here we go.
I'm best friends with the owner of VS.
Victoria's Secret.
Yeah, connections with photographers. Yeah, okay. He's telling her he's best friends with the owner. You're gonna have to have photos taken and don't be a prude.
Well, that's not what I want to hear here.
What do you mean?
What
And
do
a
you
bunch of blank
mean?
over here. I felt paralyzed. Oh, a photographer may do this in New York. Progressively got worse. JE say send to New York for photos. Okay. You need to be comfortable in underwear. I remember the photos taken in New York in studio. Antoine Verglas, photographer, wearing tank top felt like relief. Pool house incident in BEG beginning.
Beginning, yeah.
JE show off. These famous friends call and put on speakerphone. Mar-a-Lago to meet Donald Trump. Dark green
Car, I guess.
car. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
took me
car.
in there. Yeah, it is car because that's the R right here, so it fits with each other. Weird that she writes R here this way and R here in different ways.
Some people write differently.
I know, but it's odd. There's slight inconsistency in the handwriting. This is a good one, huh? JE say to Donald Trump. This is my friend. Think he said friend. JE and I, just two of us for several/few months. Then GM joined, then other girls joined. Felt grateful because sometimes I'd be left alone during that abuse. Ghislaine Maxwell, very matter of fact about it. Asked if I had any boyfriends. She would tell me her sex stories. Oh, just know when you have a boyfriend, you can fuck them anytime because they're grandfathered in.
Oh, ugh. Basically, she's part of the network because she's been groomed, so her boyfriend is part of the network and can fuck her.
Very
No.
compartmentalized. No discussion. Don't talk about it outside of RM. JE, you need to learn about the world and you need to know how to do this. Oh, he's talking to her. You need to learn about the world, you need to know how to do this. I was virgin, wanted to keep underwear on. Might as well get it over with because when you have a boyfriend, you want it to be good. Ugh. Ghislaine Maxwell would laugh like she was enjoying it too. Encourage behavior or for you to do something in the moment. I thought GM didn't know, but then one day she walked with us. Bunch of girls lying by pool topless. He summoned everyone and everyone followed. Remember thinking everyone just didn't seem like a big deal. 16. Senior year
Senior
high school, New
high
York, maybe
school.
17. Bunch of raid actions. Stayed in apartments at times. I moved in summer. Mom came later. Cool. 45 Wall Street with mom. JE and Darren got apartment. Older bro, Manhattan school. Younger bro, boarding school. Felt like I was youngest. Some girl looked 17, 18. Woman, blonde hair, tan there. She massage therapist. Married race car driver. Vaguely remember meeting once. Blank. Another woman, very curly hair, involved in sexual contact. Blank, blank, British, short. She introduced me to white Russians. First and last time.
As opposed to like brown Russians.
I have no idea. After mom arrived, that happened. Wanting do again, no other involved. Frequent unless I made excuses. Women traveled a lot.
I'm assuming that was talking about the sex.
Yes. JE office assistant Leslie would call to make appointments or GM call. JE loved massages. Other women would provide. Women would remove top. I'd have to rub feet and he have me witness sexual contact. Same similar people, women, girls, had professional massage therapists. Other girls around looked like models. Like 100 times he had me in RM1 massage room. LA stay, shutters on beach, a lot of girls around. One girl freaked out and cried. I gave hug. I don't want to do this. I have boyfriend. He already walked to bedroom. Me and other girls said, don't worry about it. Leave or stay out. Leave SO? Leave so? Oh, significant other? Boyfriend. Or stay out here.
Staying out here. Huh? He already
15,
walked the
16. JE made me stand in underwear. Took pics to show me I looked fat. Personal trainer. If want to be model got to lose weight. JM and JE, Florida, both participate in sex encounters. I was like 15, birthday party, Mike Wallace. I was staying with JE. JE came in with blonde, introduced as girlfriend, looked Russian. Stayed like 2 weeks at mansion when first moved to New York. Other girls in New York also participate with JE and me. Don't remember names. Participate.
Mm-hmm.
Participate.
I wouldn't remember names either, honestly.
Always 200, 300, sexual encounters, even when no. GM might have, don't remember. She present sometimes, have shower, get food, always gave money before left. Flew from Florida to NM, New Mexico. New York to New Mexico, just be 3 of us and was boring at ranch, other guests around. One flight gentleman and other girls. GM, bro Mark on flights. Prince Andrew.
It's Andrew.
There he is. Never had sexual encounters with his friends. Didn't think others so many girls involved until his arrest in 08. Thought I was the only one. Not in my own experience did I see other girls have encounters with friends of JE who would not surprise me. Always instructed, never asked. Instructed to have encounters with other females. Feeling he categorized girls. 19, there was another girl who looked my age. Watch this, she'll do anything I tell her. She's stupid. Blonde, long hair, looked like comedian Eliza. She American. Who's Eliza Schlesinger? Okay.
Yeah, I know her.
Adam Perry Lang, chef traveled with JE. Woman over 18 met at JE. Blank. JE called my younger bro when at Juilliard. I'm guessing that's the school. Asking if he had friends who wanted to do dance audition. He sent girls to mansion. 2000, 2001. Bro called me, what's going on? Sent friends and they ran out screaming. Didn't bring other girls. GM and Leslie set up travel. GM was like executive assistant, everyone else under. My bro reminded me JE gave us our first comp, and it was used comp. Comp?
Computer.
Compensation? Computer. Faded out and I made excuses. JE introduced me to Harvey Weinstein at party. Is that who I think it is?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Exactly who you think it is.
Ay. Fuck's sake. Oh, just give me a second, dude. Okay. GM temperament, scary monotone. GM called a couple times. Think that was Florida to check in. Last interaction was Darren called. Remembered meeting him at office and talking on phone. Paperwork for school. He was pleasant. JE say come by office after school and we go for a walk. Let's walk through Ralph Lauren store. No further contact after that call. Think could recognize people if saw pics. VR. Remember her being there. I think she was on a flight here, LA, and then I went to Florida, not sure. Younger than me. I was aging out. Jesus Christ.
There we go.
JE bragged about Island and how much it cost. I think he mentioned me going but never invited. Remember seeing him arrested on TV 0708, then hearing he got that bullshit house arrest thing. Several lawyers, victims contact, told me my name brought up to JE and he said, "Oh, she's grateful for everything I've done for her. She won't talk." Probably first boyfriend at time. That's it.
That was disturbing.
That was beyond disturbing.
On to
Okay.
the next one.
Yeah, I guess last one. We'll do the last
No,
one.
we'll get through the list that I put.
Yeah, that's the last one in the list.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, this is
I'll find more for
276899.
I'll find more for next time.
I don't think 3 episodes is enough to go through these. We just went through like 1, 2, 3.
This
4.
may end up being one of those things where we stagger it because I don't want to do this back to back shit.
Wait. Did you say that the next one is 276889?
No, what's the one we just did.
Okay. So it's time for the diaries.
Yeah.
I
2731361.
This is terrible. Oh,
Wait,
this is
wait.
terrible.
What was that, Nick?
I checked one of these, and oh, they're bad.
Oh, yeah, they're-
EFTA 027313.
You
Next,
could just press the link.
on a scale of the tall tales that were tortured out of Jewish mothers in order for them to not have their children murdered in the Middle Ages, on that scale, to Paul Bunyan tall tales, how bad?
Look at this. Look at this.
Columns of 2. That's how you read this for those who are
To be
watching.
fair, we can verify it off of this, but it doesn't do the columns of 2 on the website that I gave you.
Well,
if you
I
want to
mean,
read off of something easier.
it's right here, dude.
Okay.
See, like, close your eyes.
Yes, it is.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes. I'm just showing people how this was written.
Yep. It was written in a very, very
Basic.
amateur encoding, very much implying young age, in my opinion.
Well, and that Jeffrey's so incompetent he can't decipher it.
Yeah,
No, that's not what that implies for me. That just implies young age for me.
he probably just didn't care.
Hey.
All right. Close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes. Don't speak, she doesn't talk. I can't stop shaking and it's been a week. A decision was made, but I can't tell Jeffrey. These things happen. Why didn't I close my eyes fast enough? The doctor was different again. I think from Israel. He had kind eyes but didn't speak directly to me. This was different. A shot and those rod-like things had a hook and so much pain. Ghislaine said to push all the pain away. I don't understand. Blood and water all over the bed, and she was right.
Ah,
Yeah, like a feeling.
Abortion.
When your tummy hurts and you have to push. She said to close my eyes and put her hands over my eyes, but I didn't close them because of these tiny cries. I need to stop for a second.
Do you want me to read these?
No. Just give me a second here.
Just-
All right. I am so lost. I saw between her fingers this tiny head and body in the doctor's hands. It reached his tiny arm up and had a tiny foot. I closed my eyes and no more. Next page.
I need a second.
No more cries.
That is definitely child's handwriting, by the way.
Yeah.
No more cries. I don't understand. Just these things happen, but he doesn't believe that. They yelled and screamed, and he said it will be the same in a couple months, and she said she was fed up with it all. I don't understand what is going on, and no one will tell me. I can't go to school like this. I can't stop shaking. Why won't anyone make it stop? I know Ghislaine is trying, but nothing changes. Why didn't I close my eyes? This is the like the thing that's written here.
Let's take a second.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, this is horrific.
This is
I'm glad he's dead. Because if he was alive,
I'm not.
Okay.
We can't use him to get other people when he's dead.
Okay. Well, no, his Fortnite account has been active in Israel, so like, if we're gonna go full conspiracy,
We're not gonna go full conspiracy.
right? The next crusade, you gotta believe.
I mean,
He also died too quick.
you know what? Fair. He
Yes.
did die too quick. I'll give you that one.
I would much rather put him in the regular prison population
Let them sort him out.
and let them sort him out. He wouldn't have died. He would have wished he was dead.
Pardon for whoever made him suffer the most.
Yeah?
I think we should continue. Do you
Okay.
want someone else to pick up for the next part?
No, I got it. Okay. It's a poem after. In the hall, Ghislaine said she was beautiful. She was. Not is. She was a beautiful girl. I heard her. Where is she? Why did she stop whimpering? She was born. I heard the tiny cries. I can't do this anymore. So they killed her baby. On top of all
In
the
front
shit
of her.
they did to her. In front of her, yeah.
Immediately after birth.
This is. She wrote all this in the margins of a poem. What the hell is this poem? Ugh.
Oh, that title is telling.
Is that poem code 2?
I don't think so.
No, it doesn't look like it.
It's a poem about stillbirth.
In the top right corner, my heart is breaking. I know I am breaking.
Yeah. That's. Didn't include it in here. She was born. This one wasn't even in code. Next one.
Nope, go up.
This is the next
Missed
one.
one.
I
No, you
didn't
missed.
miss one.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't miss this. This is it.
Okay.
I'm looking at this first. He was right. A couple of months and 2 pink lines with a hold on being with others until after it was positive. I want to die. Why didn't she protect me? As long as I am wearing what you want, there is no respect for me as a human. I am nothing but your property and your incubator. You only trust me when I am under your complete control. I will never trust another man ever. I can't even blame her for that one. I'm the only one who provides and sacrifices everything. I give and give out of terror, and you take all of me. You need me to continue keeping us all connected, which is this thing in this dumb paper they gave her. I see. You know, she did what she could to rebel.
We did.
A
Yeah.
promise to not respect your sense of style. A promise one day you'll never meet another man this awful. A promise to never provide for you no matter what. Clipping. I see.
Do I want to know what that?
Well, this is the picture that's turned into this thing. So this is a bunch of clippings on her workbook. This is not surprising, but there is no such thing as a child prostitute. They are children and cannot consent. They are missing the biggest in my own backyard and so many more, like Mar-a-Lago and where I see Mr. Joe and Mrs. Ann. Are these... Is this another person's stuff?
Don't know. Who is Joe? Joe Biden?
No, I don't think so.
Who's
Maybe?
Mrs. Ann?
I don't know. Let's look at this. Unfortunately, the finance department is also family. Chills? Chills?
Childs.
Is it Childs? Oh yeah, that's a D. It's faded, but I can see it. I can see it. Oh, unlike drugs, a child's body can be sold over and over. I see. Because there's an X on the woman. Like Mar-a-Lago, that's the last line. And this is...
Oh, she had a clipping about children being rescued.
this thing, yeah. This is depressing.
We knew it would be.
Yeah. No, this is simultaneously worse than I had hoped and better than I imagined.
Oh, we're not even into the thick of it, Nick. We're still at the early
This is
stages of
halfway
looking
through the
this.
document.
I said the early stages of looking through this mess.
Please release me from this torture and hell, is what this says. I guess another clipping here. Oh, yeah. All right. So the stuff in italics is just the clippings here. Controlled all by Jeffrey all the time. Get away from all and go to New Mexico. What in the hell? This makes no sense. What about school? He is now controlling everything when he used to be Ghislaine, who some days acts like she hates me. Secrets of all of them. I am tired of keeping this secret. I know people are wondering, but I can't tell. I am exhausted. Broken promises. They don't understand why she is treating me on some days like I'm the enemy, but then we lay in bed together and she is how she used to be, warm. What the fuck? I
Words
So-
failing. Words
It-
failing.
he makes her feel my tummy and it's so sad and confusing.
I remember right. Maxwell couldn't have kids.
I believe that may be the case.
Oh, that just makes everything even better. Yay!
Yeah, I know. That makes everything worse. That's why I brought it up.
Superior gene pool, it makes no sense. Why my hair color and eye color? This feels very Nazi-like, but in thinking about these stupid, insane theories he has, I guess in his mind it makes sense. The piano and music comments are made to convince me this is right and will create perfect offspring, he calls them. But he killed them. I don't think it works that way and it's making me hate playing altogether, piano or viola. Starting to resent them both. I miss the person I was before, was made into what feels as a human incubator. Yeah. My friend blank realized much of everything and came to get me out of Mary's. She made me leave all things of value on the bed. She put all my belongings in trash bags. I have maybe avoided New Mexico. I've been staying with friends, but never more than 2 or 3 nights because my mother is on the warpath. Blank have been so great, but blank saw me changing and knows about the baby. He said he promises to help me and we'll figure out what to do.
In the website I sent you, are those blanks redacted?
I'll check.
Because if not, it would be valuable to read what's in the blanks. It has the pages listed, so it's easy to check.
273-1361.
Oh yeah, we have more files with diaries.
We are on page 16. You get away from me. Page 16. No. This. No, it's redacted. It's redacted. Wait. Just my heart belonged to her. She was so very beautiful. She was perfect. I can't bring myself to write what happened. I am beyond broken. I only got 10 to 15 minutes to hold and feed her before they took her. She is mine. I want her back. Distraught. Did they kill the baby or take the baby?
What do we know?
I'm.
I think it's
Like-
honestly better if the baby died for the baby. I'm gonna.
I
be
mean,
honest.
If
there's
they
pretty.
didn't-
There's
If they didn't kill the baby, then the baby was sold off, probably.
yeah, probably either sold through an adoption agency, killed and disposed of, or they used
Sold into
did some
slavery.
nefarious, yeah, either kept as a slave or, well, given how unhinged they are, probably ate it.
Help me, please. Can anyone find me? Barely survived all these procedures. My heart is gone. April 22nd. I had no choice. I wasn't ready and she wasn't ready. My mother had found me and it was urgent. After so many bonding moments with Jeffrey, Ghislaine, their baby inside me with me in the middle, she wouldn't even look at me. We said nothing to one another and I was so confused.
Wait, did they use her as a surrogate?
When we arrived at Palm Beach, I was taken to a house close to Jeffrey's, I think called Ocean Boulevard or Saint or Street. But it was close and I was alone except for a new driver, not Mr. Juan, an elderly French lady whose pictures on the wall didn't have her. She had a thick accent and was kind. She said she had been born to deliver babies and had been doing so before I was born. Similar to the last one with shot and hook, but too much blood with so much water and unbearable pain. Again?
So this is the same diary from the same one.
She put her hand, like, this is another one. Another baby.
No, same girl though.
Same girl, another baby. Something about the baby facing the wrong way and putting, next page. Putting pressure on a placenta. Things would have to be different. She said I had to be brave and strong and listen to her directions so she could help safely get the baby out. I was terrified of seeing so much blood on the bed and floor, started to panic. She had me flip over to my hands and knees and had me push, and push, and it was so excruciating. Could feel everything. She tried to guide the baby out, but I was so tired. I felt like I was dying, but suddenly she had caught a beautiful baby girl who made more than a whimper, but beautiful cry. She let me hold her and wash her and brought her back clean and perfect. But she smelled so good and showed me how to feed her, but only after maybe 15 minutes Mr. M came to take her. I was hysterical and begging for more time. He said those horrible girls were in the car waiting, but I wouldn't let her go. The old woman promised me she would be safe, and I had to let go. 4 pounds, 10 ounces, 18.5 inches long with beautiful long fingers. Dead inside, life has no meaning. I don't want to be here.
She weighed more than me.
She took a regular poem and changed it.
What do you mean?
See, she marked out a word and changed the poem.
Yeah.
This is a French name. I'm not
Yes, it is.
not surprised.
Jean-Luc Brunel is a disgusting pig with bad breath, and I'm almost positive does these disgusting things because he is struggling with maybe being gay. Jesus Christ.
Damn.
I don't know if this girl is still alive, but Jesus. This chick should be a hero. 6 weeks wasn't even given before being sent back. Punishment for trying to run. Why can no one help me? Ghislaine is gone. I'm so lost. My heart is broken. Is this my destiny? This is this thing. So these are clippings, and this is her writing. I need them, everyone, all to see. I still always dreamed to build a better world. She went from being a beautiful young girl to a sad, broken child. Maybe hope that after it all, I still truly had it within herself. One day I aspired to be like this. She came in like a lamb and went out like a lioness. Okay. Whose picture is that? It ends with this one. Ay, ay, ay.
Hey guys, I think that's enough for tonight.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm sorry, audience, but I would have liked to keep going, but there's a certain point where a man needs to take a break,
Yeah, I'm
and I think we reached that point with this diary.
I know I don't sound
You-
it, but I'm ready to kill someone.
So I'm multiple people.
So we will be doing another episode of this, at least one more, probably more than that, to be honest. Even if I have to go through the files just by myself, there will be more episodes of this.
No, I'll stay on. I'm not gonna like it, but I'll stay on.
There is no
We
way we
have-
can cover all of these.
Well, we're not gonna go through all of them.
We're not going to cover all of them. We will eventually reach a point where it's just too much. Can you check the site and see how many diaries there are left?
For this thing, the transcriptions.
Yeah.
3 more.
3. Next episode, we'll cover
yeah.
the other 3 diaries.
And the 3 diaries, 32 pages, 20 pages, and 11 pages.
So next episode, we will cover those 3 diaries. We hope you'll join us. I understand if you don't. This was very disturbing.
Yeah?
I don't really have a good way to end this, guys. So goodbye. Closing the stream now. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Sorry it took so long for us to get back to this. We will hopefully be doing it weekly again.
Hopefully.